Welcome to my herb garden. Now, as you can see, it is a complete mess. It is very much neglected, but there are still a lot of great herbs and a lot of great plants here to save, and a lot of weeds to pull out. So join me as I get my spring garden cleaned up. Now, just a little side note, it is still midwinter here. I live just north of Sydney, Australia, and it's early August, and it is quite warm here, so things are starting to grow, come back to life, and yeah, perfect time to start getting everything set up. So as you can see, I have like some parsley and thyme, but really these gardens are being controlled by these weeds. Moving along, I've got a lot of great plants, but a lot of these plants have actually self-seeded. So down in like the cracks of these tiles and stuff, there's all kind of different plants. So down here, we actually have a broccolini, like a small broccoli plant. There's some lettuce, some parsley. There's really all sorts of things. I mean, there's plenty of weeds, which I just need to pull out. There's quite a few good plants. I mean, even we have some good rocket here I planted from seed a while ago. Some spring onion and this bit of kale that's resprouting, and even some lettuces over here. So there's really quite a bit that is salvageable, and all of this little spinach, all this is little spinach, so that's all savable. I just need to pull out all these weeds and bits of parsley. It's kind of taken over. A lot of these are actually also here is broccolini, so not some of these little things, but these all can just go. But this is all broccolini, and these, I used to have a broccolini plant here, well, last year I did, so these have all just kind of popped up self-seeded, and these are going to be perfect to replant this year. And broccolini, if you don't know, is fantastic because it's a cut and come again plant. Now I'll insert some footage from last year, but you just keep cutting off all the broccolini stems as you want them, and they just keep reshooting again and again and again, and it's such a fantastic plant, much easier and faster to grow than broccoli itself. This is really not the most fun task, but something you gotta do. So all this here is parsley, so I want to save a lot of this, but it's these little kind of weeds I'm trying to remove, and some of this grass in here. And then these darker leafed plants are the spinach, or the baby spinach. Moving back here now, this is all, I think everything's died in this. This was Thai basil, but it's pretty much all gone to seed. So I'm just going to rip everything out. This will be much easier, this one. Look, right here we have some lovely lettuce I accidentally pulled out. Alright, so we're looking much better. I've cleared out a lot of this rubbish. We've got 3 pots now, which are perfect to do some planting. And I want to transplant some of these I was saying earlier. These, all these baby little broccolini plants, because they're just going to be fantastic. And I've got some seeds for some basil. I've got some spring onion seeds, but I've got quite a few here still. I might plant some because they're getting towards the end of their life, and I'll need to, have some more little ones coming up. But there's quite a few good plants along here that I've kind of found all this rocket, and there's lots of parsley and coriander around, lots of lettuce, and yeah, there was a lot of weeds. There's still more work to do, but this is a good start for now. So I've got the basil first, and I'm just going to sprinkle that all over this pot. I've still got some old bits that have kind of grown into other pots, but for now this is just going to be good to get them back in their original pot. There's not a lot of seeds, but that should be good for a start at least. I've also got some celery, which I'm going to find a spot to pop in as well. Now the pot at the back I want to keep for my broccolini, and the pot that is on the right I kind of like to keep as well for my Thai basil. So that is my coriander. Pot's a bit harder because it's got to reach over. There we go. So this used to be my celery pot, so I'm just going to go straight for it and dump some seeds. And there's actually a little piece of celery plant already growing. There we go. So I'm going to mix these seeds in. I'm just going to dump them for now. Funnily enough, I've actually got a really good little broccolini plant growing down here. So I'm going to try and pull it out gently and keep its roots intact. A bit scary. There we go. That looks pretty good. And I'm going to plant this in my back pot. And I'll grab a few other ones that are looking good too. I might just put 4 in because these kind of get quite big, so I don't want to overcrowd the pot. There we go. So I've kind of just sat them there, but I'm going to throw some mulch over just to kind of properly cover them. The soil's really nice and loose and it's full of worms, so they'll just love it in here. There we go, that should suffice for now until they get nicely established. Just going to water those seeds in here too. Give those a good water. So there we go, I'm just going to call that my little midwinter refresh. Got some good things kind of going, and I will do a big, I'll redo this all properly by the time a bit closer to spring, when I can plant some more little seedlings and stuff. But there's a lot of great little things here. So thank you for watching, and stay tuned for when I do my whole big proper spring veggie garden.